गौरी प्रिया शिव गौरी
Hariprasad sir, good evening.
Good evening. Today, my session was yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday, I disconnected your session. No?
okay, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, shall we start the session, sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I shared screen from Hari Prasad's account,
Okay.
and my voice will be coming from my account. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me start the session. Share my screen. Is my screen is audible? Visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. Okay. I'm starting VirtualBox and the Kali machine as well as the Kyaptrix machine. Yesterday we saw about what is Kyaptrix machine and how to use nmap commands to find the open ports and vulnerabilities available in that vulnerable machine. Before starting this session, I am giving some disclaimer that this session is only for educational purposes. Don't try this unethically to any other servers or account. Okay. Um, I'm going to start this Kali machine as well as the Kyaptrix machine. This is a Kyaptrix machine. Please be patient. It will take few minutes to boot up the both the virtual machines. Okay, Kyaptrix machines and Kali machine are booted up. Okay, now you see I logged into the Kali machine and going to exploit the vulnerable Kyatrix machine. Both the devices are connected to NAT network. It's in a internal network circuit. So such way both the system can communicate each other. So first we are using net discover command. Net discover is used to find the available IPs in that particular network. If you are in a circle of /24 subnet IP address and giving net discover hyphen I is 0, it will show how much hosts are available in that particular IP or particular subnet category. So now I'm going to use this command, and by this way you can see the Kyoptrix machine's IP address in this command by using this command. Mm, wait, this. Command into Yeah, it's need is asking for sudo root privileges. So we are giving sudo net discover hyphen I eth0. Such way uh, it will show the available host. Yes. It scans. This scan will take a few seconds to minutes. So please be very patient. So see, one IP is shown this in this scan, but we need to wait for a few minutes. Such way, this is the proper IP we need to exploit. These things. By that checking that is the Captrix IP address, we're giving a nmap command. We're using nmap. Yesterday I showed you that about nmap. So okay, I'll type my own. So by using nmap and followed by the IP address, followed dot 2.3 status tab 3. Okay, this is not the Kyoptrix machine, so we need to wait for some times to check any other available IP. Okay, dot one. This is most probably it will be a gateway, so it won't be Kyoptrix machine. I think so. The machine is not active, so it won't communicate through net discover. Wait, Okay, the host is not logged into this account, so the vulnerable machine is not logged in, so it can't be communicated to the network. So the net discover command can't find the vulnerable IP. So this method we can't find the vulnerability. So we are going to the old-fashioned the nmap way to find the IP address. So we are using nmap -sn. -sn stands for you to find the available networks in that particular subnet. So 10.0.2.0. This is the command. Wait. First, you need to find out what is this computer this machine's IP address. So giving ifconfig this machine's IP address is 10.0.2.15. So we are using nmap 10 10.0.2.0/24. It's 24 stands for the subnet of this particular IP, and giving hyphen exclude CLUDE exclude stands for excluding the this machine's IP address, that is 10.0.2.15. This can take few seconds. Okay, actually this can gives the report, but should not give the report. It's just only should only shows the whole available host, that the host is up or not. But some technical issues, it shows the open ports and other details. So now we are using this IP. This is the vulnerable Keyoptics machine's IP. So we are going to copy this IP and going to exploit this. Before exploiting, we get more information about this IP. Yesterday's nmap command I'm going to use to find more information about this. So hyphen a caps a, and before that hyphen a I use synscan to I want to receive only syn packets. Hyphen a for aggressive scan, and hyphen. Okay, I use T T4 and followed by the IP address. Such I'll get more information about the vulnerable machine. Okay. Totally two ports are open. One is SSH port and port 80 HTTP port. Okay. Now, okay. This IP address is vulnerable machines running some kind of web service. Web service. So we're going to find what web service is running in this particular IP on this vulnerable machine. So we are using opening a browser and entering the IP address. Okay, it's taking more time. It's very slow. Okay, now it's running on port 80. So I'm going to give the command http colon double slash followed by the IP address. It's IP address not 4, not 5, and colon port 80. Is it? Yeah, it's running Ligot security, Ligot, and some kind of blog, and it has a login portal also. So later we can brute force this also, but right now, what is this? First, we need to find what is the Ligot security, and why it's running on load. Okay, okay, no, 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 no. This login portal is running on Lotus CMC PHP admin. Okay, so we can. This may be vulnerable to some kind of exploitation. So using Metasploit, we can exploit this and gain the web server's file. So first we search it's having any kind of vulnerabilities in it. Okay, to gain more information, I'm going to use an ictoscan to exploit it proper way. Nicto-h followed by the IP address. This can gives you what and all services running in this web page. PHP, Apache service, or any other backend things are running in this particular web service, and what kind of vulnerability will we can approach it. Is it Apache vulnerability or PHP admin or etc. It scans takes a few minutes to end. It's running MySQL database, so it may be also vulnerable. PHP admin. So we'll figure it out. What database it is running. Okay, now I'm going to use search flight. It's a what is search flight? Search flight is a search engine for Metasploit. We can search the uh, exploit and the uh, methodology to get into that particular web machine. Uh, okay, search exploit. SEA, CH, uh, okay. Search exploit is to find any vulnerable available in that particular vulnerable machine, and we can exploit in the Metasploit. If we find anything vulnerable, we can exploit using Metasploit. So this uh, vulnerable machine is running in lotus.cmc, lotus cmc. So we are going to search lotus cmc in search exploit. CMS, sorry, not CMC, CMS. Yeah, it's giving two method to exploit this vulnerability. It's remote code execution and multiple vulnerabilities. It's this method we can exploit this machine. We can gain access of their web page through Metasploit. So I'm going to start Metasploit MSF console and config the MSF console to exploit this vulnerable machine and gain access to the web page. So I'm using MSF. Um, You can start MSF console in two methods. By giving MSF console, they starts in a regular method, and giving MSF console -q, it will starts in a quiet method. Quiet method means it won't shows the unwanted comments and unwanted things. So when I'm starting in a regular method, so it takes few minutes to start. Okay, it, it booted up. So I'm now using. Now we are going to exploit the Lotus CMS vulnerability. So I'm typing SEA search Lotus CMS. It shows me this is the exploit method of the Lotus CMS, and it says the rank is excellent. And if you have proper details about the vulnerable machine, you can exploit this machine, exploit this vulnerability. So use. I'm going to use this as use zero, so it will be selected. And to config this, to give the details to exploit, so I am using commands show options. Show options. Okay. So option we need one what and all to config. We need to set the R host. The R host is the attacker's host, the vulnerable machine's host. And in what port we want to there? It is in 80. Is the SSL certification is there? No, there it is running in port 80, so it won't have an SSL certification. If the port is running in 443, it will have an SSL certification. If the SSL experience expired, then also don't need to set it to true. If the SSL certification is not expired and it has certification, we need to set it to true. Then the URI path is should be in the root directory. So we are gaining access of the vulnerable machine about the root directory, not getting any other permission. We are getting NT authority. NT authority stands for administration authority. That is the topmost prior authority level in that vulnerable machine. So we are configuring our host, set our host. In two methods we can configure the rhost. One method is set rhost, and another method is set grhost. Set grhost stands for we are config the rhost method for every command. If you want to change the exploit methodology from Lotus CMS to Apache server, Apache attacks or PHP attack, if you give this set grhost, it will the R host will be automatically set to the now configuring R host, the vulnerable R host. So I am using set G R host followed by the IP address and host press enter. Then set URI to root directory. It is to I need the highest privileges of that vulnerable machine, so I can modify anything I want as well as I need to set the payload. The payload I'm using is generic slash shell underscore bind underscore TCP. What this payload does is it creates a TCP connection between this this machine as well as the vulnerable machine. So such way we can get and send data from and to, so we can change or modify or download the files we want to exploit. Okay, so I am using generic slash shell underscore bind underscore TCP. Okay. And now, okay, sorry. I forgot to mention set payload. Instead of I just mentioned set payload and for enter. Then what and all we need to configure. Okay, rhost lhost. Okay, lhost it is automatically configured to my IP address. If it is not configured, we want to set the IP set lhost also, because if we are attacking a machine and we want to get their data, some kind of some IP should be receiving the data. So we are setting our IP to receive the data. That is set lhost. See our IP address 10.0.2.15. Enter. And we need to create a port also. Port to transfer the data or transfer the message we want to modify or not something. That shouldn't be in available ports. We should deal with it in new port, and that should not be found by the uh, attacker, the host, the vulnerable machine. So this port is set to 4444. As per where wish, you can set to any port number across 65,535 open ports. So this is set to what now? Is a I'm setting this L port to 3333. Okay. So now we're going everything commands is set. Once we check the commands are done, the ROC is not specified. Sometimes it will take make the error. So now I'm using set G command is not activated, so I'm using set ROH. What's the IP address? 10.0.2.5. Okay, 2.5. Show options. Host port number 80. SSL, we don't need SSL certification to activate. Uh, route URI, L host the attacker receiver's IP, and L port the for a new connection. Okay, and we are setting the payload as PHP Metadata reverse TCP. No, we send generic payload. Why is not so? Okay, no, it is not set. Set payload. Generic shell underscore bind underscore TCP. Show option. Yeah, it's set to generic. Okay, everything is done. So now we are giving exploit. It will take few seconds to get the connection. If the connection is successful, we'll get a Meterpreter session. But it's saying using PHP index today, sending exploit slot mentioned and no. Computer, no session was created, so it is not successful. Some errors I made in it, so I am going to find what the mistake I did. Show options. Set host. Was correct. Payload is correct. URI pathway is also correct. Port number 80. Host. Oh, see, R host as well as import. Yes. Host to 10 dot. What's my IP address? I on pick 10.2.15. 10.0.2.15. Enter. So, options. Uh, I two are also showing. Session was created. What's the problem? Wait for a minute. Some kind of error is happening. I'll check it and come back to you. This time it will come because last time this configuration changes to our host and this IP also is configured as 10.0.2.5. So it is not getting reverse connection. Now I am setting the R host then 10.0.2.5. Yes, it's 5 right? And show options. It will show options. Yeah, it's now is showing yellows and here's our host is configured. So now I am changing the path to URI set U caps URI to root directory space root. Uh, so options for and setting the payload to generic shell bind TCP. Set a generic slash shell underscore bind underscore TCP. Okay, confirm everything once. Show options. Yeah. It's done. Okay. Now I'm going to give the command run. Also, session created. Um, this active session. Is IP is changing to our host. Import. Some kind of error is happening in this R host. This R host should be L host, but it changes to R host, so it is not getting the reverse connection. Such way, the no session that Metropolitan session is being activated. Uh, I'm checking on this error. Please be online. Please be wait. some kind of error is happening. Please be patient. Within 5 minutes, I rectify it. I'll come in another laptop. This one. Okay, before config my laptop to this vulnerable machine, the session will be handed over to Kevin. He will work security. After that, in the end of the session, I will carry on what is the problem and I will explain in detail. Okay.
Okay, sir. Who will be joining now, sir?
Hello. Kevin, you will start the session. He's on in line only.
Okay, okay, sir. No, sir.
Sorry, some technical issues in mic is not available, so now it will be audible.
It's now audible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's start. Hi, good evening. Myself, Kavin Joshua, cybersecurity analyst trainee from BC Bus Technologies. Today, we're going to see about WordPress penetration testing. Before going to the session, we can overview about the WordPress. WordPress is nothing. WordPress website is similar to a normal website, but it is developed using a CMS, content management system. It's easy to build, and it does not need any code to develop a WordPress website, and it has 9,000 themes in which is inbuilt, and 60,000 plugins are there in the WordPress. And one of the most advantage point of the WordPress website is it is a open source, so anyone can easily develop a WordPress website. And according to the volume, the WordPress website is 43% of the internet carries a WordPress website. Hence, that attackers more primary target will be the WordPress website. WordPress penetration testing. WordPress penetration testing is nothing but is similar to web app penetration testing. The similar phases of the web app testing will be carried out for the WordPress penetration testing also. It's a major. The primary goal is to find the vulnerability and to mitigate the vulnerability to improve the defense of the WordPress website. Basically, there are many tools. The major tools we use for WordPress penetration testing are this: WP Scan, Nmap, GoBuster, Nikto, Burbshoot, and Metasploit. So let's go to the practical session. And here's a disclaimer that it is only for the educational purpose. It's not for real-time testing, because in real-time testing, the website may be get the IP of the system may get tracked. So it is only for educational purpose. And I am using a vulnerable system which is hosting a WordPress. It is a vulnerable system which is hosting a WordPress website. So today we are going to target. Our target will be this system. And in WordPress penetration setting, there are many kind of attacks like SQL injection, etc. and etc. But today we are going to do a brute force. We are going to find a username of the admin, and we are going to find the password of the admin to log in the WordPress. So let's start. Hence the machine is running, so we should find the IP of this machine first. So there are two methods to find the host IP. One is older, and which is a more powerful one by using a nmap command, or otherwise we can use an automated tool called netdiscover also. So I'll do the both the methods, and we'll go on. First we can find our system IP. So our system IP is 10.0.2.4. Now we can use a host discovery command using a nmap to find the vulnerable or target machine's IP. So the command will be nmap sn. The exclude means the R system with it scans all other except our IP. Meanwhile, we can use our net discover also. Sudo net discover. So here we can see that it will be a gateway. Yeah, here is it. It is a target. It is a target mission IP. So using this method, let's wait for the net discover tool also to find it. Meanwhile, the scan we can gather information about the target mission also. So again, I'm going to use the nmap command to gather some information about the target IP. So as we find that the target IP is this, the 10.0.2.15. So we can gather some active informations about the target IP, like what type of version it is using, what type of OS, like that we can, and what are the ports open in the target mission also we can find. So let's start. Here I am mentioning command A, which is called aggressive. In that one command, it show the entire scanning of the target mission. So meanwhile, the NetGiscore also finds the target mission. So here it is. Okay, the result has been given. In this scan, we can find that port 80, which the port 80 is open, then it is easy to get browse about using the IP, which running Apache server, which is a Ubuntu operating system. Yeah, it finds that WordPress is also the target mission as hosting a WordPress website. The version of the WordPress website is 4.1.31, and the title of the website also is being exposed, and the machine is running a Linux version 3x, 4x, and all. So as we know that port 80 is open and the target machine hosting WordPress, then we can go directly, we can go to find that WordPress website also by using that IP. So I'm going to a browser. IP will be 10.0.2.15. Yeah, here is it. This is a WordPress website from a target mission. So first of all, before going to this, it is a target mission that I am using. If if a real-time penetration testing is happening to a target website, first we should find whether the website is running with the WordPress or other basic commands. Sorry, basic using a website such as HTML, CSS, Java, etc. For that, we can use extensions like Vapalizer, or we can use some online tools also. For example, let's take Amazon. If a pen tester is going to do a WordPress penetration on this website, first of all, we should know the technology of the website, whether it is running on WordPress or not. So for that, we can check. Let us open Amazon. So here I'm using an extension called Vapalizer, which shows the technologies of the website. Here it is. Here it is. Does not show the video players. Okay, advertising Amazon. JavaScript is running HTTP 3. So in this technology, the Amazon website does not use any WordPress content. Hence, that the Amazon is not a WordPress website also. Example, if I scan the target website, then it shows. Yeah, here it is. It shows that WordPress, it's running a CMS WordPress programming, operating system is Ubuntu, database is MySQL. It in another form. There's a free online website called WP Scan. we can check the website whether it is hosting a WordPress content or not. We can check like using copy the link. It is free. Yeah, the results have been raised. This website may not be using WordPress contents and special configuration. By checking this, we can start a WordPress penetration testing whether the website is content has WordPress content or not. So let's get to the session. As we know, this is a WordPress content. First, we should go through the website. First, we should go through an overview of the website before going to practicals or before going to use some tools. So it is a WordPress tool, and we can find some keywords also by getting a gathering or overviewing the target website also. These are the directories, I think so. Recent comments here, recent post. These are some of the directories we can see from here. Archive files. These are nothing's having. Okay, let's get to home page. In this content, welcome to Codebox, machine designed by Code. Let the designer name has been published here. So let's keep and what are the names also we can find, because sometimes because we are going to do brute force attack where we should know the user name or user account who are having the account of the WordPress, which may be gathered from the website itself, because by maybe the code also, maybe the user also know. So that's why we should do a overview before we are going to testing. Mm, what are the name? I think only this name is not. Okay, and here are the some of the directories which are visible to us, but some of the directories like secret, hidden, or etc will be inside the web page or website, which can be find using directory busters tools such as GoBuster. Now, in this session, I am going to use the tool called GoBuster to find the hidden directories or secret directories which does not display on the website. So let's find. It will be on side. Let's take a new tab. So I'm using GoBuster. GoBuster directory mentioning URL. Here I am mentioning U stands for the URL, which is a target IP or URL link, and it is a word list, which is pre-installed in the Kali Linux, and where we can find the word list. It is very simple. So I'll show where we can find a word list. So here are some of the word lists which are pre-installed in the Kali tool. For the directory, we can use directory buster, which has more word lists such as. So I can show cd directory. So the directory buster has more word list. We can use the medium plot text. So I'm copying. Okay, I have pasted. Let's run. The word list. Okay, I'll do the GoBuster. DRI stands for directory. So we are enumerating the directories, so that I am mentioning directory and mentioning you, and I'll copy the website IP address. Copy. Slash word list. So let's get the path of the word list. Uh, and let let's use that medium dot text. Unknown flag. Okay. Capital W. Again. Which mentioning flag URL is not set. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's small URL is small. It started. So some of the directories is its WP content include here. Here is a directory known as hidden, but which we could not see in the website also. So it is a secret. Maybe the designer could have a secret message inside, or some other else which should not public should be reading a content about the. Let's open that hidden. Okay. Copy it. Let's go to new link. It's not found a port 80 server. And copy it. Here's the hidden file that designer name call. You have to change hook's password when you see it to the some of the secret message. Something it's a secret message only, and and here we can see a two more user called Hugh and Phillips. Yeah, which is also maybe useful for a brute force attack, because first in a first home page we found a name called cold, and in a hidden directory also we have having a two user name that Hog and Philip, because these are some of the keywords may be useful for our testing also, so we should remember and we should get a note of it also. So here is one of the hidden directory we found. So shall we move to the login, because the our main goal is to get a enumerated login page. So here it's the login page itself there. So first of all, the basic username password you can go give us admin, and the password also admin. It shows that invalid user, so we can try admin and a password admin123, the basic test. Still it shows a invalid username, then the admin is not a one of the user. So to find the user, we can use WP scan tool, which is also pre-installed in the Kali Next, so we can use a new tab. This is a tool, famous tool, and most used tool for WordPress testing, especially for WordPress penetration testing. These tools have many options from which we can enumerate user table, we can get database, what are the vulnerable plugins themes are used in the WordPress. So today we are going to use this enumeration option, in which we can specify each whatever we want to specify, we can specify using these. But I am going to use the just e command to find all the possible vulnerabilities in the website. So let's go. WP scan and target website. Hmm, okay, it's going 10.2.15. Okay. Website and option E to enumerate, which will find what are the, sorry, I have to mention the URL. It will gather information about the WordPress website or target website. It started enumerating. Yeah, the scan is completed. So we can, what are the information we can gather? The service Apache, which is also we already find in the nmap scan. What are the, what else? XML seems to be enabled. XML RPC is nothing but it is a vulnerability where which we can do a reverse shell command. We can upload a reverse shell script to the targeted machine, and we can control it from our machine, our local machine, which is it is enabled, means it is a vulnerability found by the tool. Next, WordPress renamed form. It is nothing. It is nothing but about WordPress. What is a WordPress? Let me show. Open a link. The basic information about the WordPress. This updating system requirements. Basically, let's. The external WP cons seems being enabled, which means any external service is running on the target website, such as it may be a SQL MySQL database, or it is a third party service which is collabed with the website, and it is running. It seems, and it for our tool found it. So what next? It's fine. It finds the WordPress version. It is 4.1.3, which is also we gathered before itself using nmap. But in this we could find that this version as a insecurity, which means the particular version, that 4.1.3 is insecure, then it means it is more vulnerable. It is easy to attack. So how we can find the vulnerabilities? What are the vulnerabilities we can find? What are the possible vulnerabilities, and what are the possible attack what we can do? By we can check whether using a exploit DB website, which has a database of the vulnerability. Let us check any vulnerabilities of the version. This, okay, let me copy. Let me paste exploit D, DB. So here we can see what are the vulnerable exploit DPS. Exploiting. It is a CV number which is also continue probably. Ah, in the WordPress version that 4.3.1, these are this much vulnerabilities are being found, and according to the CVs, they have been mentioned whether it is high risk or medium. For example, it is unstructured data which has a high risk, which can be easily enumerated by a attacker or a hacker. Like that, we can find vulnerabilities about the target machine or targeted website, which is more useful for a WordPress pen test. What are the things? Yeah, it finds the team, what team the WordPress is running currently. The name of the team is 2015. Hmm. This team is known as a 2015 team, the WordPress. So it finds a team. What else it can find? Enumerating the vulnerable plugins. There is no plugin found, which means there is no plugin in the website, target website. What else? Enumerating thumbnails. Thumbnails also not there. Enumerating configuration file backup, which is also not there. Enumerating DB exports. There is no database found in the target website. Or okay, enumerating user. Here the important thing is coming. It enumerates the user that which it identifies some of the user names of the target website. As we here's a name called as I said first, the designer, the some of the users may be get we can find using overview of the website. So similarly we can find there's a username called cold, and we and here's also username called huge and phillips, which we find in the hidden directory where let me show. So here itself we already find that some these two username. So now we know that there are now we know that we find that one of the user is cold, one of the user is Hugh, and one of the user is Philip, which is confirmed. So let's use the cold user. So we find that the username, first username is cold. Then we can try to log in. Open a new tab. So the one of the username is cold. So we can try to get access. Okay, cold. But we don't know the password. Similarly, we can try the same name. Now we getting a different response. On starting we used to do admin, but the response we get was invalid user. But here now we getting a new user that the password you enter for the username cold is incorrect, which means the username is correct, the password is incorrect. Hence we can confirm that user cold is one of the authorized user of the WordPress target. So for this again we'll use same WP scan tool to brute force the password of the login page. For that we can use the command scan URL enumerating. As we found the username, so we can use cold. As I am using this path, which is not, it's nothing but it is a password which is also a word list. I'm using raku.txt, which is similarly we can find in word list directory, which I'm using the rocky dot, because the rocky.txt also is a pre-installed word list which is in Kali, which has more than a million password combinations, which is first step we can use some with a pre-installed word list. In case there is the password is still not fine, we can use some other third-party tool list, such as checklist, etc. and etc. So first we will try to use rock.txt, because which itself have a million of combination password, so we can use itself. Okay. The P stands for password, the U stands for the user. Okay, let's get into. The toolkit starts running. It start to perform the brute force attack. The user's call, the combination of password is getting run. So you can we can see that how many combination of password is in rock.txt. Let us wait for some times. Oh, it finds. So now, yeah, the we can find that the password is this. We can find it successfully, because the password strength is so weak. So we can find it very easily, I think so. So let us try to use this password. I'll copy the password. I try to log in. Let us try. Yeah, it successfully log in. So as we get login, the targeted website is now with targeted is under attack, and the control is taken by me. Uh, so what are the changes? What are the things? What are the informations we can gather? We can gather from here, because we have successfully brute forced the login page, and we are successfully getting the target website down. So let's see what are the things, the activity. Okay, in the website we found that commands, yeah, the here is so so as we now getting the admin access, so we can do whatever changes we want. So let us change some colors of the appearance theme. Here, as we found, that team is 2015 in the tool, and we can see here this tool is using we had the widget customize background. We'll go to the background. We can change the color of the target website. Background color, we can change this to blue. As we change here, because we have successfully brute force the target, as we change, and we'll as we do the changes, it will reflect to the actual website. I will save. I'll refresh. So here's the successfully we can access the, and we have successfully taken the control of the target website. This is a session of that WordPress penetration. It is a one of the testing that we are doing, but there are more and plenty of testings we can do for to find because there are more vulnerabilities will be in the WordPress websites. So one of the vulnerability I am just showing to you how we can prevent uh, how we can prevent from these attacks, these attacks from the attacker. How we can prevent? What are the steps we can do? Let's see. So first thing, we should keep WordPress plugins and themes day-to-day update, which the WordPress organization, they will launch a monthly patch update, which we must should do regularly, because once we are using outdated plugins, which is more easy to get target by the hackers, because the outdated plugins will be uh, outdated plugins will use more misconfigurations, and which may which will get a step to a hacker, which is easy to target a website. Using security plugins, as we see in our target, there is no plugin was used, right? As we see that this target mission does not have any plugins, so it is easy to find the process also is easy to do. But if you use some security plugins, it may take some times, and the hardness of the security will be more. So we should use some security plugins. Some of the security plugins is WordFence, iTeam Security, and mostly we use Shuri. Shuri is also one of the security plugins used in the WordPress. Limit login and attempts. We should limit. For example, if I'm trying in a session, we use that or admin 123, like. So once we are limiting the login attempts, after for example, we are limiting the login attempts to 3 times. After unsuccessful 3 time login, the website may get to 4 bounded or 403 error, which we couldn't log in again. So using of some limitation attempts, and also we can enable a two-factor authentication, which is one of the security, which is stronger to gain access. Using of web application firewall, which can prevent the attackers, the packets, malicious packets such as malware attack, etc., and etc., DOS attack, which the WAF can prevent from the WordPress website. For one of the WAF application is example is Cloudflare. Performing regular security audits. If a company hosting a WordPress website, the company should be the responsible to do regular security audits. From the security audits, we can find a new vulnerability, new sort of new sort of vulnerabilities, and we can find, and we can mitigate the vulnerability before the attackers target our website, or before attackers know. So this is my session, and I hope it's useful for you. Now let me hand over the session to the Wagler for Metasploit. It may take which is not specified, because according to the website, according to the, for example, the WordPress, according to the WordPress file size, it may take more time also or less time, and according to the strength of the password also, the time depends. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, some kind of I tried to find the vulnerability and find what is mistake in it. Some kind of error is coming, keeps on repeating again and again. So I'm actually today we are going to winding this session. Any doubts right now? You can clarify right now. If possible, if I get the results later, I'll share it to you. Okay. Okay. Any questions related to this Lotus CMS or WordPress? You can ask right now.